Okay, so look, they sent me to change this black hose right there, right? So I released this first strap. It's one of those straps they could just like screw. I released the second metal strap, and I'm like, all right, it's just hose. I can just like manhandle it out, and I'm like, damn, this shit ain't moving. So I'm like, let me get like a little scraper and try to like, cut it down and maybe even try to split it down the middle, and it starts to cut, but it's like it's still not doing it, man. So I'm like, man, this thing is pretty tough. So I'm like, man, I gotta figure this out. So I'm like, let me just get the whole sawzall blade and just try to cut it. And even cutting it was kind of difficult. It was working, but I'm like, damn, it really made me put some elbow grease into that. And it didn't even cut all the way, so I had to go get the channel lock and start spinning it around because it had some metal winds in it, right? So I'm like, let me spin it around and all this other stuff. Then I started seeing that it was coming off, but then my hands was hurting. Like, damn, this is really in there, right? It broke off, and boom, I got the first piece damn near off. I throw it. Now I'm like, let me work on the second piece, and now this one's tough. Like, this one is really tough. I gotta really put some elbow grease behind it. My hands was hurting. Like, damn, like, am I gonna get arthritis off because of this? So, right, I'm taking the channel lock. I'm trying to move it back and forth, trying to see if I can like slowly pull it and spin it, and it starts to come out finally. But I'm letting you know, my hands was like, damn, like, why did you have to do all that to me? You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, let me just try to bling, bling, bling it off. Pause all this, by the way. And then let me like, all right, try to take it off. My hands is killing me. See how I'm there. See, I took a break because my hands was like, damn. So I'm like, all right, man, I gotta get this thing out. So I'm like, let me get back to the channel lock, give my hands a break. Boom. It finally came out. I threw it because I was upset and I was frustrated. I took the sweater off because I was hot. That was a lot taking that last piece off. So now I got the new rubber there, right? So I'm like, I got to measure it out. Let me put it inside this one. Boom. Then I realized, man, this ain't going to be too easy to just turn. Like, it's going to be like it's going to be some shit. So I just said, let me just measure it and cut it right there. Boom. That's more than enough to give me the space I need. But even when I was done cutting it, I'm like, damn, it's still kind of tough to get inside that little pocket. But look, see, cutting it was no joke. So now I finally got it cut, and I'm like, all right, man, what am I gonna do now? I actually went back to put the thing down, and I came back, and I'm like, all right, this thing ain't gonna just easily spin. So let me try to put it on this side first, and then put it on that side. It's a little bit too long. It's a better measurement. I'm like, let me try to finesse it. Well, I marked it, then I removed it. It was easier to remove this time, and I just cut it down to a shorter piece. Boom. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to just do all I got to do to get this in there. Finally got it in there. Boom. Just put the straps right back and then, tighten it up. And that was pretty much it. I'm not going to lie. Out of this whole job right here, the hardest part was getting the old one off. That was really it. My hands were hurting. But at the end of the day, we got the job done. And that's about right.